Hello and welcome to the first ever Minus the Rumors podcast. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is Minus the Rumors? We are a small news group that mostly talk about gaming, tech, and a little bit of pop and sports kind of sprinkled on here and there. Now, you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Votable, and several other places. Be sure to check those places in the description below for all kinds of different links and information that you will want to check out. Now, I will let my colleagues introduce themselves.
Hello, everybody. I'm Zero the Unwise, also known as Ed from Zero Plays Games.
Hey guys, I am Linz from Not Quite Nerds.
And I am Daniel, also Dano from Not Quite Nerds.
And I am Crimson from my YouTube channel, and also I am working on a business degree, so just throw that in there. Now let's go ahead and head into our first main topic. We recently went to a convention called ArcadiaCon, so if Linz would like to start.
ArcadiaCon was attended by Minus the Rumors as an introduction to our news group a little bit, and we also attended for each of our YouTube channels as a way to meet some contacts and also see some YouTubers. Who was there, guys?
Oh, geez, who was there? We've got Cyanide Epic from Twitch was there.
I know the entire Luckland family was there.
Zombie Unicorn was there. Jerome ASF was there. Bayesian Canadian was there.
Awesome. So non-YouTuber, but in that realm, Brent Copeland, we met there personally, got to talk to him, as well as one of the Mojanksters was there that I personally got to hug.
The Hypixel build crew was there.
Yes. Yeah. But it was lots of fun. We got to get the name out a little bit, and also do some work for Votable, which we're softly affiliated with, as I'm actually wearing the shirt, our staff shirt, as you can see here. Then on the side. So, is that about it for ArcadiaCon?
Yeah, ArcadiaCon is actually, if you don't know, it is hosted each year by MC Pro Hosting. So it was very cool also to get to talk to some behind-the-scenes MC Pro Hosting people about, their servers and their tech and stuff like that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, so jumping into our first gaming piece, which happens to be primarily mine, just kind of a little bit of a recap about Minecon 2015, which happened during July 4th and 5th. Now, some of the bigger announcements that came from that was the Windows 10 edition. Currently, this is going to be a new game edition. Like, you've got the Xbox One, you've got PS4, you've got all these different platforms. This is going to be a new platform. So, it drops July 29th. That is the same day that the beta ends for... It's the official release for Windows 10. So, the beta for this Minecraft edition will drop the same exact day. Now, if you currently own a PC version of Minecraft, you can get the beta free. If you do not, don't worry, it is only $10 cheap. Some things about this Minecraft edition is it'll have all kinds of Xbox app capabilities, especially with the game DVR. You can share clips and record with that. A lot of things with that we'll see in the future. You guys got a little bit about that?
I've been trying to surprise myself with Windows 10 when it comes out, especially the Minecraft aspect of it. So I have not actually been keeping up on that, and that's bad for being in a news group, from what I hear. But it sounds delicious.
Go ahead, Dan.
I haven't looked at a lot from the gaming aspect. What I've been keeping up with Windows 10 is the functionality and the availability for beta testing. I'm really interested to see what it's going to look like and how I'm going to be able to use it on a daily basis. So that's kind of where I've been in it.
What you're really going to see is Microsoft really just showing off, because not only do they have the Xbox, Minecraft, and the HoloLens, all this is going to be intertwined, and you're really going to see a lot of crossover kind of stuff, which is going to be insane, because, Microsoft has owned Mojang for a little while now. but you're really going to see them start amping up their involvement in it. Now, other announcements that came out of Minecon, real quick, story mode. Minecraft story mode. It's going to be on basically all the platforms. More information coming in the future. And the new Minecraft 1.9 features. The new snapshot will coming out week, 2 weeks. We all know it's going to be the combat, shields, dual wielding, all kinds of different things. But I think we've covered the main of all that. Dan, if you would like to follow up with your story.
Yeah, well, this week, what I've been paying a lot of attention to is Ark. And more specifically, how wildly Ark is selling. Now, a couple of the main drivers of Ark, pretty much the two main guys behind it, have hinted that they pretty much released this right around the time of the huge blockbuster movie, Jurassic Park, which has also done well at, I think, somewhere over $300 billion in box office now. And Ark is staying right there with it, with what they were wanting to do. It has over 1 million copies sold, and they are now launching. Let's see, they are launching support for modding, which is going to be pretty crazy from what I've seen of this game. It's running on the Unreal Engine, and I've been looking at some of the snapshots for what they can do with modding now, and not trying to go into too much detail. It's just, it's going to be insane. The developers are encouraging you to build entirely new worlds and entirely new games with the type of modding that you're going to be able to do in this. So it's an interesting subject to check out.
So just to clarify, Ark is Steam right now? Just Steam?
I believe it is just on Steam.
And in the future, June of 2016, it'll be on PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One.
Yes, coming to console. And they hope to be able to add all of this modding that's going on right now, or what will be going on. They're hoping to be able to implement it into their console variants as well. So I think it's going to be very interesting how that all forms.
Right. Remember, Ark is early access right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still alpha.
It's getting that YouTube love right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's amazing how the world seems to have done a complete 180 from console release, then waiting for the PC port.
Right.
Now it seems like everything either comes out for PC and then goes to console, or comes out for PC and console the exact same day. Which...
So...
It's a good age to live in.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lovely age.
Speaking of PC and console stuff, guys, GTA just had another update. The Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 pack just dropped. This is the addition to the Ill-Gotten Gains DLC that came out, what was it, last month? It features...
It was mid-June.
Yeah, we all went shopping and bought cars, and I spent all of my bought in-game money on a new car, and now I want another new car, so I need some more in-game bought money because I never have time to play GTA. The mod features... Or the DLC, I'm sorry, I'm bad for calling DLCs mods. You can't really mod GTA Online. You can mod plenty in single player. It features new cars, new weapons, new things, clothing. I love their Apple Watch knockoff, the iFruit Snap Watch, which is giant and gaudy, and I'm pretty sure if you equip it, somebody's going to try to kill you just for having it on. There's a new car that is faster than pretty much anything in the game, and it's not the one I got last time.
Yes, the T20.
The ProGen T20. That's right. And there's also a new marksman pistol to go with the marksman rifle that they released, which is a single shot beast of a gun. It's got more power than a pump action shotgun. Other than that, there's also much more new attire. There's new handheld weapons, handheld melee weapons, knuckle dusters. and a couple other cars, including a giant off-road truck.
That
nice,
is what
very
I am
nice.
interested in.
Mhm.
The coil brawler will probably be my first purchase as soon as I buy more in-game money.
All these are very high-end items, as what they've said is in quotes.
Yes.
Hence the ill-gotten gains. You
Yeah.
have to be a master thief or criminal to be able to, get enough money to do these things.
Yeah, I think the brawler is sitting at somewhere around 700,000 right now, and that is one of their cheaper luxury cars that they've released.
Yes. Ill-gotten gains is giving you more things to put on. Oculus Rift is giving you more things to take off. A company called Naughty America is actually, they have developed a virtual porn scene for the Oculus Rift.
Naughty
and we
America?
all knew it was... Sorry?
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt. Naughty America? Like Nikki Benz?
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a subscription to them.
So they have developed a virtual porn scene starring Nikki Benz and Jacqueline Taylor, and it's not surprising. It's real. I mean, no one can say that they're surprised that pornography has come to the Oculus Rift. What is surprising is that you will be able to get a little sneak peek of this at Comic-Con.
Yeah,
So,
Sneak peek
that
of
is kind
Oculus
of
porn
surprising.
Oculus porn
at Comic-Con.
at Comic-Con.
You would figure that more for something like an Exotica Expo or something, but
Yeah.
Comic-Con is an interesting choice.
I highly suggest that you take a cold shower right before you head to the convention center and head on over to the Oculus Rift booth. Get a little sneak peek.
Well, that ends our little gaming session. If you are just now joining the stream, this is the MinusTheRumors podcast, where we talk about your news, because obviously your news matters. And then if for any reason you have to head out, be sure you can rewatch the entire stream on YouTube or Votable. The links are in the description. So, Dan, if you'd like to take it away.
All right, what do I have now? I have something that was actually kind of talked on in your first gaming piece at Minecon.
Yes.
And that is the HoloLens. Now, I saw a demo video for the HoloLens. I'm sure most of us saw the demo video.
It was sexy.
It looked amazing, and it was one of those moments where you almost think, is this too good to be true? Well, now, as it turns out, there's another video that's kind of confirming, yes, that might have been just the slightest hair too good to be true, because this new video, while still extremely just I don't even have words for it. It's awe-inspiring, really, what HoloLens is doing. But the video is still showing that there is a decreased field of view versus what you were seeing in that initial presentation. But overall, it's still amazing technology. Even with this decreased field of view, you're still, the video that they're using is demonstrating how nursing students and doctoral students would look at, the inside of a heart or examine compound fractures, all in this floating environment right in front of you. So I think for me, what it boils down to is, so what if it cuts off the edges of what you're looking at a little bit, you're still interacting with a hologram.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that's pretty nice.
And Danny, what I really liked about the video that they show is the doctor that they are interviewing says what's great about the HoloLens in medical application is that it allows students to make mistakes. They can actually manipulate these models that they're looking at, and they can make mistakes. Whereas in a real world environment, mistakes are not encouraged. Even on a cadaver, cadavers are in low supply, so you are looking for perfection in your medical students.
Yeah.
And it's really showing that Microsoft right now is the king of the hologram, HoloLens, and all this. And just to point out with the field of view, they do say usually about a minute and a half, you get completely used to the field of view. Once you've gotten used to it, it really does not affect your gameplay or what you're doing. It
Right.
becomes very, very natural.
Yeah, you kind of just, I would assume you would kind of just learn where to look and
Yes.
become second nature.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zero?
Oh, my tech piece? Back to the iFruit Snapwatch. No, in real life, the Apple Watch. Sales have been plunging for the Apple Watch dramatically. When the Apple Watch came out, they've been selling just under 20,000 watches a day since its official release. Worldwide, and since this news came out, they're down to just around a tenth of that. Now, a tenth of 20,000 units that are pre-made, for the most part, is not good news. People have been complaining that the Apple Watch has been burning their wrists. First, it doesn't work on people with tattoos. Oh, my tattoo's on my other arm, not my watch arm. But the sensor, there's magnets in the sensor, that pick up your heartbeat.
Yes.
And Apple is saying that could be a possibility as to what's doing it. Another is the fact that there's a lot of nickel in the metals that they use for the back casing on the watch, the battery cover area, the processor cover area. And a lot of people are allergic to nickel and some other metals that they did mention by name that I can't even read, let alone pronounce.
I think it's methacrylates that they mentioned.
Yes, that's it.
It's important to note that there have not been a large number of people that have reported these burns, but they have gotten a lot of attention, the ones that have said that they have, had issues.
Mm-hmm. And it's also been stated that it's possible that it could be, just people that are normally more sensitive to things. So if you're a free and clear, laundry detergent user, make sure you stay free and clear of the Apple Watch or any other wearable tech.
That's just where I was about to go with it, because I was going to say, I can't wear a normal watch to my job because of that same reason. I can wear a watch going out, going and doing something for an evening, but if I'm at my job working, sweating, moving around, I'm going to have an irritation spot that's going to be there from a couple of days from wearing a normal watch. So it doesn't surprise me that the iWatch would be any different. And I think that's probably a percentage of what these complaints are coming from. Obviously it won't be all of them, but
And they have also been saying, experts have been saying, it could be the fact that it's a computer basically strapped to your wrist. There's a processor in there. There's no fan like on our PCs or our consoles and things like that. Steam boxes, what have you. There's nothing to dissipate that heat. And your body is 98% water. So, I mean, that's a good heat absorption device right there. If you're using your Apple Watch a lot and getting the processor in it a little hot, it's going to dissipate some of that heat through that metal casing into your wrist. And I want to point out that this isn't the first piece of wearable tech to cause issues like this.
Yes.
Last year, the Fitbit Force also was making some people itch and get irritated and things like that.
Yeah,
They
I think
had recall 1 million wireless wristband fitness trackers.
Right.
Yeah, they had a much bigger issue with theirs.
If you would think about how many $30 off-brand watches irritate somebody's wrist and nobody says anything about it, the difference, I think, is that these are hundreds of dollars, and when you spend money on that and then you bring it home and you realize you can't wear it, and you can't return it, most likely, it turns into a big issue.
That'll make you mad.
So Apple sales are crashing and burning, much like Google's self-driving car almost maybe did.
Good one.
Almost did. So speaking of new technologies, Google's self-driving car and their rival, Delphi Automotive. They were both driving along, and apparently the Delphi was going to change lanes, but the Google car kind of cut it off, and it had to abort the lane change. So they had a near miss, what ended up almost being a wreck. However, most people have been, giving them a lot of hate, when in fact it did exactly what it's supposed to. Two self-driving cars avoided a wreck.
Mm-hmm.
They did exactly what they're supposed to do.
I would actually consider that more of a success.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is kind of impressive.
Yes. Now, Google is declining to comment on all this, but this did happen in Silicon Valley because obviously Google is stationed out of there, and the American whatever Delphi is also situated in Silicon Valley, so they do both. That's how that happened. They were both in the same city.
Yeah.
It was.
Now,
has it been stated that it was in no way like a ploy to get news attention, media attention, more
Nope.
media attention?
No
Alright.
media attention because Google has. They don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But Delphi has been more. Probably they're smaller, so they're probably more eager to talk about it. Not only because more press for them, honestly, but to show that it is working. Now, to point out, Delphi is currently working on 2 prototypes in California, where Google has 20 Lexus prototypes. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah. I found most interesting about this is there have been other minor collisions reported from both of these companies with self-driving cars, and in absolutely every single instance, the self-driven car has not been at fault. So it's showing that they are on the right track.
Right.
I mean, what's happening is they're getting rear-ended at red lights and things of that nature while they're stopped. So, human error,
Yes,
not the computer's fault.
Yes, and with the self-driving cars, it's not like the car is driving itself and you're in the back seat taking a jacuzzi. You're behind the wheel. You have a wheel in front of you to override. You have full control of the car at any time you want. Just to throw that out there of a misconception of the new driverless cars.
It's not Minority Report.
Or iRobot?
Yeah.
No, not yet. Not yet, at least.
I wait for that day. I've had a long day at work, and I can just lay in the back of my car while it drives me home.
Take a nap.
I was stuck in traffic for 2 hours tonight.
All right, so that ends our little tech piece. Now, we've mentioned that you can go to YouTube to watch our videos. Now, you may not know what Votable is. Do you know what Votable is? No idea. Good. Not good. Votable is this little thing I have on my sleeve. It is a... Lens, would you like to kind of explain Votable?
Votable is what does Zero say it is? If Facebook and Reddit
Had
Had
a
a
baby.
baby.
Had a sexy,
Yes.
awesome,
And
funny,
that's
charismatic
pretty
baby.
right on.
right.
Yes.
Votable is a content creator's haven. It's a place to come together and share your creations and look at other people's creations, and also on the side get a little bit of funny and cute stuff. Some memes and stuff like that. There are category pages for GTA and Call of Duty and Minecraft and any game that you can think of. But the best thing about Votable is the fact that they have been able to develop this really, really strong core community.
Yes.
And we have seen Votable members start to support us in other areas of the internet and pop up on our Twitter pages and on our YouTube pages and in our streams. So it's a very, very cool place to just kind of hang out and call home. Second home.
Yes.
Yes.
And for the people that know the history of Minecraft, when Minecraft first started, that community that really delved into the game, it was about the community. That's what Votable is. All the categories, it's about the community. Whether it's gaming, whether it's cute pictures, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Earth. I mean, there's lots of different subregions, but it's about the community.
And
Now,
they're always adding categories as well. Just to
yes.
throw that in, I've been really enjoying watching, as each one pops up, what they come up with next.
Right.
They've also
And-
been doing charity work.
Yes.
I'm not going to say it's unintentional charity work, but it is charity work. How many thousands of dollars have been raised just in the votable Minecraft Ultra Hardcore?
Nearly 3,000 for the first ultra hardcore for the victims of the Nepal earthquake. And no totals yet on the ultra hardcore that was earlier today,
Yes.
but I'm sure that it was just as impressive.
Probably comparable. I would be willing to think.
No.
Now, the last little bit I'll throw in about Votable is if you're a gamer, head over to Votable, put all your gaming stuff there. You can just kind of link it from YouTube there. Also, it does have Twitch integration, and soon we'll have Beam integration.
Yes.
But be sure to go out, check out Votable, check us out on Votable, and let's move on to the next piece, which is actually about another YouTuber, Mr. Pewdiepie himself. Pewdiepie! So apparently, not too long ago, his 2014 earnings became public and people got angry. Obviously, when there's money, people get angry, saying, he doesn't deserve this much and whatnot. Apparently, his, let's see, $7 million in revenue just from his channel. And he made a video to kind of talk back, not in a mean way, but to explain everything that had been going on. For him, it's not about the money. He's raised over $1 million in charity. That's absolutely amazing. And he was very nice about it. And for him, it's about talking to the people, about making people's lives more enjoyable, happy, to have people just really... what am I trying to say?
I think really what, if I were to try and peg his outlook, it's just to try and bring enjoyment to his own community, which has grown so large now. I mean, sitting at over 37 million viewers.
1
Yeah.
billion
subscribers, not
total
viewers.
channel views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he's everywhere.
It does
and
take
I really... What was that?
it does take a unique personality to develop a sense of community in a community as large as PewDiePie's. He has his bros and they have their bro fist, and
Yes.
it's a pretty amazing accomplishment.
And to talk a little bit more about PewDiePie as a person, before he started YouTube, apparently I believe he sold hot dogs or something. It was a very not glamorous job.
Yeah.
And he decided to start recording videos because he saw that not really anyone had really grabbed onto the gaming community on YouTube. So he decided, hey, I'll take a shot at it. And it worked. People just love him. I mean, some people don't like him, and that's fine. But he really just draws people in with his just funny, just lighthearted attitude.
Yeah, I think the masses have spoken.
I respect
and I'm one of
PewDiePie.
them. I like PewDiePie. I enjoy watching his content.
Very,
And I mean,
he's
that's
a very good guy.
That's the thing. If you want to complain about the money that somebody else is making, go out and do it yourself. Because
Exactly.
he may be making a ton of money now, but he had a time of growth, just like every small YouTuber is having, and he was one of the ones that got to the top. If you don't like it, don't watch his content.
Yes, and that is the thing about him making that much money is it's all viewer based, it's on ads, that's what he gets paid by. If you feel like, he doesn't deserve that money, then you don't watch his video, you watch something else that you feel like that money should go to. It's really all up to who watches him because it's all ad based. All of YouTube is ad based.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
In other words, it's not his fault he made $7 million. It's yours.
You know, I
Basically.
would also be telling people myself, though, personally, if I win the lottery or something like that and I have millions of extra dollars sitting around, I will tell people that it's not about the money either. The money's not what makes me happy. And things, but I would also give to charity as well. Oh.
But you know, speaking of making a lot of money,
Guess who else is
One of-
about to make a lot of money?
one of the biggest money makers on this planet, Zero. Don't you have something to say about them?
Our glorious Twitch owners. Hello, Amazon. I'm talking about you. How many of you have got a Prime membership? Raise your hand.
Me.
Amazon Prime.
Because I'm a student.
Crimson's got Prime because he's a student? Is that a thing? That's amazing. Okay, mark your calendars, Prime shoppers, for July 15th. Now, raise your hand if you don't have a Prime membership. And then put them back down because you're at home and you can't see, or we cannot see you. There you go. You can see us. We can't see you. Amazon is having what they call Prime Day on July 15th, which is kind of like the reverse of Black Friday or the opposite on the calendar of Black Friday. And what they're saying is that they're going to have more deals than Black Friday with special offers. Every 10 minutes, unlimited free shipping for all new and existing Prime members. And they're celebrating their birthday on Prime Day. It's their 20th birthday. So it's going to be great deals for 24 straight hours. And the reason I asked people if they weren't Prime members to raise their hand, well, all of you right now can go out and get a free 30-day Prime trial that you can use on Prime Day. And then cancel before your trial is up and still get the Prime Day deals. People have asked why Prime Day is happening, why the deals are going to be so great and things like that. And some have come to the conclusion or to the opinion that it could be to take on Amazon's competitor that's not really even a viable competitor yet, Jet.com. Linz, have you heard of Jet.com?
I have not.
Jet.com is a members-only shopping source where you can get everything on automatically for 5 to 6% lower than any other online retailer.
Huh.
A Jet.com membership is $50 a year. Right now they're in closed beta, so memberships are not available to us unless you are one, but that 5 to 6% lower gets even better if you're willing to do things like pay instantly with a debit card. As we know, online purchases with debit cards can be a little bit scary. The money's instantly gone from your checking account when you punch in a PIN number. If you're willing to give up your address, your email address, that is, which can be a scary thought for in an online sale world because sellers sometimes sell your email addresses for for profit.
Yes.
If you agree not to return an item, which could be scary because it could be broken and you don't get to RMA it. The price could get even lower. So basically, the more you agree to, the lower your price goes beyond that 5%. So, yeah. People think Prime Day might be to fight against that.
Which, the Jet's founder has gone at it with Amazon before, apparently. Mark Lohr. He started diapers.com a few years ago and then got in a pricing war with Amazon, and Amazon turned around and decided to do what Amazon does and bought their parent company, Quidsi, or however you pronounce it, for $550 million. So this guy knows what he's doing.
Right. And that reminds me of the Google YouTube deal. When Google bought YouTube, Google, basically said, haha, I've got all this YouTube, and Amazon turned around and bought Twitch. So, because Google's got one heck of a store too online, Google Shopping. huge.
You know, I've never once used Google Shopping, and I know it's big, but, you know,
You
I
should
guess
look it
so.
out. Their prices are better than you'd expect.
Yeah, Amazon bought Twitch, right?
Yep, Amazon
Yes.
owns Twitch.
And then then immediately after, YouTube has now really amped up their live streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
So,
People are making
Which
moves.
Yeah, and YouTube has actually had live broadcast for years. Now, I don't know how
Yes.
long it's been out for the typical, you know,
YouTube,
typical content creator, but I know probably as far back as, gosh, maybe 08, 09, I've seen stuff live broadcast.
every content creator has been able to broadcast on YouTube since they first created their YouTube accounts.
but they've
Really?
made it much. They've made it much better.
The problem,
they've really
the problem
tried to
with
bring
that
the eye
is,
on it.
the problem with it is it used to be difficult, but it wasn't entirely impossible to live stream to YouTube, to live broadcast on YouTube. You had to set up a date with YouTube and promise to start within a certain window and things like that,
Oh.
because they use their processing input stream.
Oh,
They basically set you aside a port for automatic processing and encoding so that it can go live.
And now YouTube has also started with their new gaming thing,
Mm-hmm. YouTube gaming.
which is probably another shot at Twitch. Now, is that it on Amazon?
That's what I've got for Amazon.
Get your
Mark your
deals.
calendars for July 15th.
That is this Wednesday.
yep.
I'm gonna have to call in sick to work.
Make sure you put things on your Amazon wish list for your Prime holder friends so that they can buy you birthday presents and Christmas presents and things and get extra deals.
This is true. Oh my gosh, guys, it's Christmas in July. Literally.
Wow.
Right. So another competitor of Amazon, not across the entire merchandising market, but just in, media, is Netflix. And Netflix has been the market leader of original television programming or television formatted programming for a long time now, but they are now getting into original movies. And we have the dates.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's going to have huge potential from how good a lot of their shows have turned out to be.
We have the dates, and Netflix, I believe, feels like these movies are something special because the first 3 of them come out right in the middle of Oscar season.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Beasts of No Nation, Ridiculous 6, and A Very Murray Christmas. A Very Murray Christmas might not actually be in that. That's a Christmas release. But Beasts of No Nation is October the 16th. Ridiculous 6 is December the 11th. Those are Oscar dates.
Yeah.
That's Oscar contender season.
That's exciting
Yeah.
to see that they're trying to go up against them, with their first films being launched out of the gate.
Right. This guy is making a big comeback. He's from my childhood. I don't understand it, but he's apparently like a cultural phenomenon now.
Pee Wee Herman?
Yes.
Yes! I was watching Pee Wee's Playhouse the other night.
First quarter 2016
Yes.
in March, Pee-wee's Big Holiday will be coming out on Netflix.
Oh, I wish you guys could see my face right now. I am so excited. I was watching Big Top Pee Wee the other night to put me to sleep. And I couldn't sleep.
Sometime in the first quarter, no exact date yet, will be Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Green Legend. And that will be available in Ultra HD 4K.
That was a good movie, too. The first one.
So, yeah, there's some other stuff coming up in later 2016, but
Yes.
original movies, now a thing with Netflix.
So,
It's exciting.
do you think Netflix is doing it because they're that confident in themselves, or are they trying to compete with Crackle, who also has original movies?
I think it's probably a little bit of both. When you create original content that's in an 30-minute or hour-long television format and it succeeds massively in the way that Netflix's content has, the natural next step is film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's got to be a huge confidence booster.
Right.
Just,
Right.
just taking the one that I've watched the most, Orange is the New Black,
Mm-hmm.
which has been an amazing show. I love it.
Right.
And-
House of Cards is very successful.
Yeah.
Lilyhammer's very successful.
And you know, when I think about the shows that I'm seeing in my Facebook feed and what I see people talking about, I mean, I won't go as far as say 9 times out of 10 or anything, but probably 6 times out of 10, I'm seeing people talk about Netflix shows. And I'm seeing, you know, reviews and 5-star ratings on Netflix reviews and in my social media.
Right.
Hmm.
So, big step.
That's a good deal. Hopefully it works out well
Yeah.
for them. Because I mean, it's a lot on the line, and I've got faith in Netflix.
All right. Dan?
Yeah. So it's that time now. We've covered a lot this evening. We've covered, you know, our little niches in gaming. We've gone over some tech articles and we've given you our little dose of pop culture and entertainment for the night. So at this is the point where I think we want to just kind of say goodbye. Again, I'll mention, I know Crimson has mentioned a couple of times through the show, you can find us on YouTube for rebroadcasts of this show and others. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Votable, and many other sites to come. So I think with that, we'll say bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next time.